It's the first time for UNC head coach Hubert. It's the last for Coach K. And I hate to go against what you're saying, Michael, but I think it's the farewell tour for Coach K, and it's farewell for the Blue Devils, because UNC is taking this to the top. Here's why. They're peaking at the exact right time. If there's no other time to peak than the tournament, it's now. Brock Bowers from Napa Valley, he's doing terrific this season. Plus, they're led by Kirby Smart, who is also another recruiting king. So yes, Riley did it with Oklahoma. He brought them 3 times to the college football playoffs, but it's a pretty steep hill that I just don't see the Trojans climbing. For USCFootball.com, I'm Nicole Shearin here with Shotgun Spratling after the number 16 USC basketball team lost 75-68 to the number 17 Bruins in Pauley Pavilion tonight. So Shotgun, this breaks a 5-game win streak that the Trojans had over the Bruins. What is your initial reaction after this matchup?
I mean, it was another close-fought game.
For you specifically, how does it feel when you run out onto that field and see the blue and yellow uniforms of the Bruins?
Yeah, I think just over the years, we've had so many good games against them.
So the big question is, who will the Croman Hope family be rooting for this weekend?
They've always rooted for USC while we've played UCLA as long as I'm here.
So I'm assuming you print that out in the locker room, have it as motivation.
There are a few around the facility, yeah.
Listen, Carlo, I hear you, but I got to go with Christian on this one. Building that team camaraderie takes time. This new-look Lakers team, they're going to get there. They got to build that chemistry. I mean, Anthony Davis was a bully in the paint. He's going to continue to do that. Another area that I think is super interesting is the wide receivers room. They have 4 guys that Lincoln Riley has gotten from the transfer portal. There's a lot of competition there, and Brendan Rice, one of the wide receivers from Colorado, had a lot to say about that.
Wide receiver group, we're battling every single day. Everybody has that edge.
So there's work hard and there's play hard. High Tops, the bar I'm actually sitting in right now, not only sponsors the club, but is home to various watch parties and club events for the players. For those of you that aren't aware, tomorrow is the first day of April. It's also April Fool's. But it's almost that time to spend those Saturdays in the sand, getting that tan going on.
Okay.
So I'm taking it to beach volleyball for my Pac-12, not player of the week, but pair of the week. One of the things that really stuck out to me is I spoke with Kyron, one of the wide receivers on this team after practice, and he said that Caleb is the leader that this team has been looking for. He meets with the receivers after practice to get those extra reps in. They go to his dorm room and go over the offensive plays. Him and Mario both know the plays from Lincoln Riley last season. So what kind of leadership is this showing for this team?
Yeah, Kyron Ware-Hudson.
The NCAA, they're seeking ways to make these changes. One of the examples is that there's the 5 nanomoles of testosterone that are allowed for an athlete to compete, and if it's higher than that, then they cannot. And that's one of the things that they're doing, but they're only touching on testosterone levels. Mm-hmm. I think people are jumping to conclusions before we have enough research and understanding of what's really going on here. I just had the chance to speak with quarterback Trent Folds' parents, Tarji Folds and Mario Folds, in the stands tonight, back for Trent Folds' big debut back from injury. Tarji Folds graduated from Morgan County High School in '89, and Mario Folds graduated in '90 from Morgan County High School. There's something to be said about a new face against this veteran team. They've seen Slovis 3 times. Jackson Dart came to the game last weekend, had 2 touchdowns on his first 96-yard drive, the longest in season history. So that's the quarterback the Trojans need this weekend. All right, guys, Gladiators could take on Wolves any day. Put me in, coach, because I'm all in on Clark Central. You don't want a quarterback who throws an average of 1 interception a game. So obviously with a new team essentially and a new head coach, there are a lot of storylines being written for this team this upcoming season. So what do you guys think is the top storyline?
I think the biggest storyline for them is going to be their defensive line. That's
all we have for Sports Scene. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram at @AnMediaSports. And don't forget, we're here every Wednesday. So see you next time. Brett Lang started playing golf as a young boy, but when he was 45, his life was changed forever.
I was diagnosed with MS about 14 years ago, and for the first, I would say 3, 4, 5 years, I spent in a huge pool of depression.
He found getting back into golf as a way to escape his depression, and then he found golf could do a lot more than just that.
When you find something like this where the sport itself has allowed you to come out of your own stupor, I felt obligated to give back now to others that are less fortunate. And using the game that I love, which is golf. There we go. Now we found the spot.
Damon Whitaker has been able to continue his love of golf.
He has, of course, made my swing a whole lot better. Every time I see him and he gives me some instructions, it's always an improvement.
Before Brett Lang was diagnosed with MS, he played in numerous golf tournaments all around the world, and he definitely had his fair share of medals. But now his podium is the athletes that he helps.
I'm seeing things done for the very first time in a person's life and being a part of it. Yeah, that's where the reward is.
Giving back to others is his true passion, and he refuses to let MS get in the way. For Annenberg Media, I'm Nicole Shearin.